Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football, I Can't Speak. You know, Leeds United season, it's like those big dramatic scenes at the end of EastEnders, isn't it? Do. And big Sam Allardyce has just walked into the Queen Vic. I can't believe it. I can't believe this. But then again, I can. Because this Premier League season, whether you like it or not, has been full of fantastic storylines, fantastic, the game last night between Leicester and Everton was brilliant. Who's going to go down? But ultimately, Leeds United, they've gone from Bielsa to Jesse March to this other guy that they're about to sack. I just think that now to end up with Sam Allardyce with 4 games to go, I mean, my initial reaction is it might actually work. My honest reaction is, oh my God, they are really scraping the barrel now, aren't they? I mean, I talk a lot about I've played the game and, punditry and desperation and the lack of quality within it. But, I mean, are we genuinely in 2023? I mean, why not get Tony Pulis back and have the dream team? It's ridiculous. But you know what? It might just work. It might work. I mean, that's the thing. It might work. And if it did work, it would be genius. But oh my God, this is like a fish that is out of the pond and it's got stuck on the slab next to the pond and it's a really hot day and they can't get back in the pond and literally it's the last flip of life, isn't it, in the hope that it might just bounce them into the pond and they survive. It really is desperation. It really is the last gasp of air from Leeds United. And it's going to be a contrast from what they've seen in recent years. I mean, they're conceding too many goals. I've spoken to players who played under Sam Allardyce and they said, look, the training is not the best. If he turns up for training in the week, it's great. But realistically, Big Sam does his job in the dressing room. Before the game, he's an inspirer. He's a good man manager and he doesn't take any crap. And basically, it's compact, organised, win the second balls, direct, and that's what Leeds are going to do. Can Leeds stay up? Well, I look at that 30 points they've got at the moment. They're basically in the bottom 3, aren't they? I mean, their goal difference is amazingly not got them in the bottom 3 against Nottingham Forest, which is amazing. But Leeds' next 2 games: Man City away, lost; Newcastle at home, lost, and then they've got West Ham away and Spurs at home. I mean, they've got to take 6 points from West Ham and Spurs. They're not going to get anything out of City and Newcastle. I mean, this Premier League season, maybe they do, but I think I said this on the show last night, and we're doing Arsenal versus Chelsea tonight, so make sure you tune in for the watch-along, but we were talking about the relegation battle last night, and I look at the 4 teams down there: Leeds, Forest, Everton and Southampton. Southampton are gone. You say there's 4 games left, but I think it's such a lazy analysis to look at it and go, well, there's 12 points there, bring Big Sam in and we'll get 9. You won't. You've got to look at your fixtures. It's the same thing that's been said about Arsenal. They were top of the league for 90% of the season, but it's 100% of the season that counts. And Manchester City finished the season notoriously strong. 4 games left. Doesn't matter if you're playing, if you've got to play Man City and Newcastle in your last 4 games, or Arsenal. You're going to get done over. So I think the most Leeds could get with any manager is another 6, because you're going to lose to Man City and Newcastle. So 36 points. Funnily enough, I think 36 points might keep them up. So that's basically what they're aiming at here, to try and battle their way to that. But I don't think Leeds have got the players that suit Big Sam either. I mean, he's just basically trying to get a set of players to work hard. I'm gonna put my neck on the line a little bit here, and I'm gonna say I don't think that brand of football works in the Premier League anymore. You look at what De Zerbi's done at Brighton, you look at what Silva's done at Fulham, you look at what Thomas Frank does at Brentford. Yeah, Brentford actually don't play with a lot of possession and they do counter very well, but their organisation is not just hoofball and, try and win the high balls and the second balls. There's a level in football that's gone up. And I don't think the Tony Pulis's and the Big Sam's work anymore. I mean, look at Roy Hodgson, the way he's come back. He's turned Palace into a goal fest, really. I don't think this is going to work for Leeds. If they're going to do it, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to fail big time. Ultimately, they could get 6 points and stay up, like I say. I fancy Leicester to stay up with Leicester have got 30 points as well with Leeds. They've got Fulham away, Liverpool at home, Newcastle away and West Ham at home. you can't actually pull West Ham out of it, really, because West Ham have still got to play Leicester and they've still got to play Leeds. So there's 2 games in there that make West Ham competitive. Forest have got Southampton at home, Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, Palace away. And then Everton have got Brighton away, City at home, Wolves away, and Bournemouth at home. Again, I think Everton maximum 6 points. So, look, it's going to be really interesting, but I don't know what people are thinking, and I don't know what Leeds fans are thinking, but I don't think it. You don't need to be a Leeds fan to look at this and go, "Wow, I'm completely surprised by this." But on the other hand, it's been a positive. It's not like they can stay with what they've got. They're getting absolutely hammered by teams down in the relegation battle. Like, they're getting absolutely turned over, and they do need to make a change. And at this late stage of the season, who's going to take that job for 4 games, and who's going to make a big difference in 4 games? You're not going to bring in, a Bielsa for 4 games who's going to get them playing brilliant football in 4 games. You're basically, as I say, like, this is like pulse is basically gone. It needs drastic action to revive Leeds, and you can understand why they've done it. I just personally do not think Big Sam Allardyce works in 2023, but we're about to find out. And if he can get 2 wins out of the last 4, 36 points, as low as that is probably going to keep them up. But I just think it's I just don't think it'll work. I really don't. But you know what? It could be lower than 36 points. I mean, imagine if all those teams at the bottom can't win. Imagine if you stay up with 34 points. It wouldn't surprise me. But Sam Allardyce back in football at Leeds as well. I mean, bloody hell. He's already got the record for the most Premier League clubs managed anyway, hasn't he? There's a question for you in the comments. I've got 2 questions for you in the comments. Name the clubs that Big Sam Allardyce has managed. And also, who do you think is going to stay up? And also, do you think Big Sam will keep Leeds up? Well, I suppose you'll answer that in the same comment. But for me, I'm looking at those last 4 fixtures for everybody. Southampton are gone. I think Everton are in big trouble. And I think Leeds. I think it's going to be Southampton, Everton, Leeds at the moment. Now, it's not set in stone. Don't write in. I'm not saying that Leeds and Everton can't stay up. This season's been ridiculous, and I'll guarantee you I probably won't get it right with Southampton, Everton and Leeds. But at the moment, I think that's where I'd go. Interestingly, I was trying to think the other day on my Premier League predictions, which I will be reviewing in about a month. I'm pretty sure I sent Forest, Bournemouth, and who else would it have been? Fulham down. I think I sent the 3 up, 3 down, which we still could avoid. For the first time, and there's another question: when was the last time the 3 promoted teams all stayed up in the Premier League? I mean, that must be years ago. I can't think of that recently. So, look, fasten your seatbelts. But this is the Premier League season that just keeps on giving. Big Sam Allardyce, rumoured to be back at Leeds. What are your thoughts on that? Get your comments in below, and remember, it's Arsenal versus Chelsea watch along tonight. Smash a like and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.